Hey you guys, I am so excited for this message today. I'm about to go in. Anyways, so first and foremost, I hope everyone is having a blessed and beautiful day. And if you're not, I hope this touches your soul and gives you new information that maybe you had no idea about yourself. Because I feel like in order to maintain the relationship maybe you're having right now or enter into a new one or dating, you gotta know yourself. So how do you know yourself? Well, this video today is purely about the 3 adult attachment styles. And so that's what I'm gonna speak on today, and I'm excited because, boy, I tell you, once I learned about the attachment style I feel like, oh, I'm not crazy. I'm just blah blah blah. Finally, some clarity. I ain't the crazy one. I'm not gonna keep getting left. Anyway, so first and foremost, before you wanna go on a hate your partner or hate this person, family member, or anything rant, I want to speak on Ephesians chapter 6 verse 12. Our struggle is not against flesh and blood, but against the rulers, against the authorities, against the powers of this dark world, and against the spiritual forces of evil in the heavenly realms. What does that mean? That means that we are not fighting against that ex, that the person that you're currently dating. You're fighting against the spirits that are on them or behind them. Like, not everyone has that spirit of joy, that spirit of anything. They could be having that spirit of depression, that spirit of anxiety like I had. Like, it's spirits in people. It's not them. They don't even know what they're doing half the time. They're being used by the devil sometimes. If you're not being used by God, who else you being used by? Not yourself, because you don't even know why you're being so evil sometimes. So I want to make it clear. Go to Ephesians 6:12. Really meditate on that. When you have someone acting mean and ugly towards you, you got to remember, like, I'm not even fighting against their flesh. They don't forgive them. They don't know what they're doing. So then also, based on when I speak on the attachment styles, the next verse I want to give y'all is Galatians chapter 5, 22 through 23. And I always say, I've been speaking on this verse because that's what I always try to exude or try to practice on, because it ain't gonna always be like that. The fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, kindness, goodness, faithfulness. Faithfulness is a part of the fruit of the Spirit by God. Faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. I emphasize faithfulness because sometimes our generation likes to glamorize cheating, and that's not a spirit from God. Ain't nobody, no. And also gentleness, because people think they got to be harsh to get their point across. You don't got to be harsh. If they receive the message or not, they're still gonna act the same way, whether they want to receive the message. But you don't gotta be a B word with it. And so the last one, for anybody that's new to this channel, it's about confidence, going on your walk with Jesus, and just learning about yourself and Christ within you. So today's verse of the day, which I got from the Bible app, is enter through the narrow gate. The wide gate is broad and is the road that leads to destruction. Many enter through it, but small is the gate and narrow is the road that leads to life. Only a few find this gate, the small, narrow path, the path nobody takes. That's the one you find. Christian life isn't easy or perfect. So don't get on here and thinking, oh, I'm holy by tomorrow. I didn't curse someone else today. I'm holy. It don't even work like that. But God does give you the willingness to think twice and tame your tongue. So Christian life isn't easy or perfect. He never promised that, but he did promise he would never leave or forsake us on this route. It's hard to turn the other cheek with the insult or an enemy. Like, that's probably one of your hardest things you're gonna struggle with, is when someone's coming at you out of nowhere and you don't know whether most people are going to say how they feel. But I've learned the power of taming your tongue. Silence is better than regret. And so it's difficult on the narrow road. So now let's get into these 3 adult attachment styles. First, I just want to speak on what is attachment. Girl, y'all know what attachment is. But attachment styles are people perceive and respond to intimacy in romantic relationships which stem from childhood. The 3 are secure, anxious, and avoidant. Attachment styles come from a product of your upbringing, the way you were cared for as a baby. If your parents were sensitive, available, and responsive, then you're a secure baby. You're probably secure in yourself. If your parents were inconsistently responsive, you're gonna be anxious. If your parents were distant, rigid, and unresponsive, like just never responding to anything you come to them, dismissing you, blah blah blah, you're gonna be avoidant. And your life experiences can influence this too. You could have once been secure and then people did you wrong or something, now you're avoidant. Oh yes, and so let me go to, so I want to talk about mine, which is anxious, the anxious attachment style. I'm like, also I read the book called Attached. Dang, I can't even attach the book right now because I can't, it's in my Kindle ebook. So everybody should read the book Attached. If you want to get a deeper understanding of when you get attached to someone, why you feel like that, this book is the book all the details are from. So yeah, y'all should read that book. Books are gonna be your best help when you're trying to just understand yourself and why you function the way you function. Okay, so the biological truth, study shows that once we become attached to someone, the two of us form one physiological unit. Your partner literally regulates your blood pressure, our heart rate, our breathing, the levels of hormones in our blood. Y'all are no longer separate entities. Like, that's why in my last video I was like, I want to breathe again. Like, I didn't even know and realize this person is probably regulating my breathing. Like, I cannot breathe because now we're not together. Ugh. Anyways, and dependency is a fact when you get in a relationship. Like, people always want to be like, oh, you should never be codependent, but then you might as well be single. If you get in a relationship, it is to depend on them, not necessarily for happiness, but now since y'all are about to be one, you will depend on them for different things. And so that's why finding the correct person to depend on emotionally and physically is the perfect thing to do before you get into a relationship, because you need to, first of all, you need to know what are your emotional needs, what are your physical needs. And if you don't know that getting in a relationship, you're not going to know what to ask for. You're not going to know why you're upset or react the ways you do, because you didn't do the work to find out like who you are or what you need. And so that's why, to me, the fruit of the spirit is a perfect example. Like, you want someone to exude that in a partner, then you have to exude that as well. And so also, your partners powerfully influence and affect your ability to thrive in the world, and there's no way around that. Like, these people are either gonna bring you down or help motivate and elevate you to follow and pursue your dreams and become the best person. They also influence how you feel about yourselves. You know how people feel abused